So welcome back guys to a brand new video. Now today we are going to be going through the brand new quality of life and balance update, which is now live for the PC. This update will be coming to the console in the next few weeks. It is pretty awesome, and obviously we have two new breedable creatures, what obviously I mentioned in yesterday's video, but we'll be going through the full patch notes today. If this does help you out and you are excited for today's update, smash that like button, guys. Let's see if we can get over 750 likes for update day today. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, and let's just get in with all of the new patch notes. So they start, as you can see, with the balance patch, and then they go talking on to about the quality of life one, and it all starts with the Bloodstalker. So let's start with the balance changes. So they've reduced piercing damage from 85% to 65%. Players grappled now get a 20-second immunity buff from being webbed by the Bloodstalker again, and it no longer unequips players' melee weapon when webbed. That's a pretty big nerf, to be fair there. Let me know what you think about all these changes as well when we go through them in the comment section down below. That is interesting. I mean, I think it did need to happen. A lot of the community been talking about it, but that is the nerf that has happened to the Bloodstalker. Now coming over to Wyverns. So reduce Wyvern HP gained per level by approximately 20%. Reduce armor penetration on the Lightning Wyvern beam attack by approximately 20%. Buffed the Fire Wyvern right-click attack by approximately 30%. Prevented the Void Wyvern from performing a right-click attack unless mounted by a rider. And adjusted Wyvern base drag weight to match Crystal Wyverns so they behave similarly against items that take this into consideration, such as the net ammo. Therefore, Fire, Lightning, and Poison Wyverns can now be netted. That is very, very interesting. So there's been a mixture of obviously buffs and nerfs with the Wyverns there, and a few big changes there, as especially with the Void Wyvern. Let me know again what you think about these changes, because obviously the Wyverns have been out for a long time and they've never really had that many changes to them. So this is definitely going to mix the PvP meta up quite a lot. So then we move on to the Noglin, now targetable by Plant X, and it takes reduced damage from Plant X when attached to a player. Interesting new changes to the Noglin there. Won't be as creepy that time as it normally is. Net ammo, increased durability usage on the harpoon gun for net ammo specifically. Cost per net fired increased by approximately 250%. Very, very, very big changes with the net ammo, and also increased weight of the weight ammo from 0.2 to 2. So it's going to be a lot heavier now. That is actually huge change. Literally, I feel like I'm going to be saying that for every single thing, but I suppose it's a balance pass, and there's always something to like twist things and change things up within the current meta. The Mammoth prevented being dismounted from creatures when you are buffed by the Mammoth. And Mammoth War Drummer now gets a 40% damage mitigation whilst drumming. That is very. I'm gonna say this to everything, but it's because this is me reading through it for the first time for me. Like normally I read through patch notes and then bring you guys it, but today I just kind of wanted to go through them with you guys and obviously react to them. So that is interesting for the Mammoth. Now, I did know the Shadow Main was going to get massive, massive changes. So let's get into it. Reduce the range the stun attack can target horizontally by 20%. Increase the holding spacebar jump distance by 20%. Reduce how many targets the Shadow Main can chain stun when right click is held to 7 targets from 15 targets. Increase cooldown of teleport attack from 4.5 seconds to 15 seconds, and each target added increases the cooldown by 2 seconds rather than 1 second, and also increased the length of immunity buff after a player has been stunned by the Shadow Main from 30 seconds to 50 seconds. Also reduce passive creature armor from 124 to 80, and it reduces its armor gain per level by 35%. So a few mixture things. When it comes to the PvP side of things, the Shadow Main has had a nerf, but when it comes to obviously the jump distance, there has had a slight buff there since we're traveling around on the Shadow Main. So yeah, again, let me know what you think about that change in the comment section down below. So, global stun immunity buff. The following dismounts will now respect an overriding dismount immunity buff when the effect is created by any of the following creatures and items: the Void Wyvern, the Shadow Mane, the Net Gun, and the Flashbang, which is the Plant Z grenade. So, yeah, I mean, let me know what you think. Again, that's what I just want to see feedback. I know I'm mentioning it after everything, but I love when a new patch comes out like this and I can read all of people's responses to this. This is one of the most exciting things about doing YouTube, is just reading the comment section and seeing some of the responses to what everyone thinks in the community. And then just some other balanced stuff that came with the update. Prevented the Exomech from filling turrets that have been recently fired. Increased the Megalosaurus damage with the nighttime buff by approximately 25%. And increased tech turret HP by 100%. That is very interesting. I can't wait to go and check that out and see what obviously its HP is now on the servers. If you guys have played and you've seen your tech turret, let me know how much it has been upgraded. Obviously 100% is crazy. So that is definitely big changes. So that's the full balance pass version of the update. We're now going to be moving on to the quality of life changes right now. So let's just get straight in with that. So, increased slots on the industrial grinder from 60 to 120. I did mention in a very old video, I don't know if any of you will remember, but I mentioned there needs to be some changes to the industrial grinder, but they've given it increased slots to 120. Expanded the tech cloner register range by ×3. Reduced the tech surveillance console stack size from 100 to 5. Display a HUD whilst holding H with a tech glove equipped with displaying player location and upload timer. Increase Magmasaur's smelting output by 100%. Allowed mining drill to harvest underwater. Enabled auto harvest on the Oh, that's quite cool. That is auto harvest on the Ankylo. That is or the Anky. That's what I was about to call it, Ankylosaurus, but normally call it Anky. That's quite interesting. Let me know what you think about that. I think that's quite big. And then here we are, guys. Like we said in yesterday's video, enabled breeding on rock drakes and enabled breeding on the Achatina, or as some of you guys call it, the snail. So what do you think? I know we already talked about it in yesterday's video, you know, that these were going to be the new ones that we can breed on, but obviously this is officially confirmed and come out as an update. I actually want to try and do a video on breeding with rock drakes. I'm sure there's going to be loads of them coming out, and I'm sure Syntac will be doing some of his gameplay on that. But yeah, it's very interesting, and we've still got more coming in the future. Because I know the Griffin and the Basilisk was like a huge sort of popular vote that people wanted to see in the game. So maybe that'll come in the future, like Wildcard mentioned. So fix some exploits, fix the bug where tech striders and mechs would not regain health in stasis. Fix the bug where mech modules would lose durability when released from cryopod. 2 new admin commands. This is something always new. I always get excited because obviously if you don't know, my channel came from the bit, you know, where I really sort of started growing on YouTube was my admin command videos. I mean, there's some on there with over like 1 million to 2 million views, which is unbelievable. And they've got cheat drain water and cheat drain food now as 2 new admin commands for the game. I think that's going to be useful, to be fair, if you want to tame something up quickly or something. I think that would be useful in game rather than doing it in the settings. Fix the bug where the dedicated storage box would ignore stack modifiers in the server config files. Fix the bug where caused Plant Z to no longer heal dinos. Fix the bug where soap would remove textures from some structures. And fix the bug where cosmetics on the Shadow Mane would not retain their color. So, there you can see the full quality of life and balance pass has been released now on the PC. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be console's turn next. There's going to be some big changes, especially obviously to PvP now. So prepare for it. If you're on console, it's not there yet. So make the most of some of the things that are going to be changing that maybe you might not want to change, or just prepare for some of the new stuff that's going to be happening, because I always think it's good. It changes things up. It freshens things up. And I'm pretty pleased with that update. As I've been mentioning about 125 times, let me know what you think about it. But thank you very much for watching today's video. Enjoy the update, guys. Leave a like, subscribe. As I mentioned, consoles update All we've been told is that Wildcard said it's coming down the road. I'll show you quickly in the forums right now. This was their most, not in the forum, sorry, in the homepage. In the Community Crunch 287 last week, they mentioned that the quality of life balance patch was coming, and then they said it's going to be this week, which is now released, and a little further down the road on consoles. So watch out for that. I'll be making a video once it does go live. Leave a like, guys, if this did help you out. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video very soon.